Well, the first thing is I think the CNBC rankings are they're somewhat of a mystery. Obviously, they give you about 7 or 8 different categories, but how they score within categories, nobody really knows what the secret sauce is that makes up each of those categories. And so it's kind of a mystery as to exactly how they reach their scores in each category. The most important thing, I think, in terms of if you look at where we were under Governors Kane and Warner compared with where we are today, we've had a big drop in Virginia's economic factor, the Virginia's economy. And it's pretty clear that our economy is too dependent on federal spending. And especially in Northern Virginia and the Hampton Roads area, we've seen pretty much the economy flatline due to, number one, the sequester, and then to add insult to injury, the government shutdown. I still think we haven't recovered from that in our area. And living in Northern Virginia, I saw the effect of that in my law practice. I've seen the effect of that out there just amongst general people, talking to them. And we need to have an economy that isn't so dependent on federal spending because it's just not clear where federal spending is going. We also have dropped in infrastructure. We did take a big step with the transportation bill that we passed 2 years ago in terms of investing more money into infrastructure, but it's simply not enough. The VTrans estimates that I saw before we passed that bill said we needed to raise about $120 billion a year over the next, we had about $120 billion of unfunded transportation infrastructure priorities over the next 20 years. With that bill, we only funded about 20 to 25% of that. And so we still have a lot of infrastructure needs all over the state that aren't being met. I think that shows in the rankings. We've also dropped in cost of living and cost of doing business. And the cost of living, cost of doing business isn't that great in the rural parts of the state, but in Northern Virginia, it's just through the roof. And we clearly need to focus on making our state more competitive in that regard. I think a lot of ways to do that are, for example, investing in transit, and investing in infrastructure, investing in education to help make more opportunities available, more leasing opportunities available, jobs closer to transit stations where more people can access it, I think is going to be a big boost. The Silver Line out to the Dulles corridor is going to be a big change, and I'm hoping that we can extend more metro lines because transit's been shown to grow jobs all over the state every time we've done it.